Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to apply the eyeshadow base. This eyeshadow base is NICKAK, New York. I actually got it from the beauty supply store. It probably cost me about $3-4. I am not ashamed to go to the beauty supply store. If the products work and it's in my budget, I'm all for it. But what I'm going to do is apply this all over my lid, under my brow, even a little bit on the side of my eyes. So next I'm going to take this MAC transition color. It's a soft brown, and what I'm going to do is apply that in my crease right under my brow bone. And it might be time for me to purchase a new one because that one looks like it's been through it.
Nobody really playing around ya if you're riding with us.
So now I'm going to take a clean blending brush. You got to make sure it's clean. You don't want any product on it. You just want to blend the top of that color out so it can look smooth. You don't want any harsh lines. Now I'm going to take my Colordazzle eyeshadow palette by Fashion Fair. And I'm going to use this color here. It's kind of like a copper pinkish color. And what I'm going to do is apply it in the inner corners and the outer corner of my eye, leaving the middle section alone. The brush I'm using is a tapered blending brush. I purchased my brushes from Jessup. I probably paid $10. They're really cheap brushes and they really do the work. They get the job done. Especially for that price because me, yeah, I stay on that good old budget.
If you're riding with us, if you're down with it, stand up. Promise this all I know.
Now I'm going to take that handy dandy blending brush again and go back in there and blend that out. Blending is your friend.
We don't really care, and we be in good company, ain't nobody in square.
So now I'm going to take a smaller tapered blending brush and I'm going to use this color here, and it's kind of like a darker copper color, and I'm going to do the same thing, just go in the corners and the outer corner of my eye, not touching the middle. And I'm going to kind of like slightly bring it across my crease up there, but not too harsh, just slightly do it. And there goes our favorite brush again. Yes, you want to go back in with that blending brush and blend out what you just did. Like I said, blending is your friend. Every eyeshadow you put on your lid or your crease, you definitely want to make sure it blends so it kind of give that blending effect. Hello. Okay, so now I'm going to take this small brush and I'm going to use this dark brown here, and it's from my 35T Morphe palette. Oh, I love this palette, guys. So what I'm going to do is take that product and just hit the corners of my lid. I love this little brush. I got it from a L'Oreal palette, but I thought it was so cute because it's so small and it does exactly what I needed to do, and it's hit them corners.
Is you down, is you down? I am. Is you down, is you rolling?
So now I'm going to take the first brush I use. It still has product on it, but that's good because I just want to blend this all together. So I went back in there to kind of darken it. Don't be afraid to go back in until you get the desired look you want. This is not a game of perfection. Just do what you need to do until you're satisfied with how your outcome is. So we're just going to blend that out.
If you're riding with us, if you're down with it, stand up. Promise this all I know. All I know. Promise this all I know.
So we're going to use this pearl color here. And I have wet my brush. And what I'm going to do is put it on the middle lid and even in the middle of your upper crease. And kind of get that product in there. And that color was also in the Colordazzle palette. So I'm going to take the tapered blending brush that still has a little bit of product on it. And I'm just going to blend that whole lid out and in the crease.
Nobody really playing around, yeah. If you're riding with us, if you're down with it, stand up. Promise this all I know.
Now we're going to go into the bottom lash line and use that darker copper color. And I'm using a Smuge flat brush and just taking that across.
We don't really care, and we be in good company, ain't nobody in square.
And make sure you bring it across to connect. And now I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and use that dark brown and basically do the same thing.
If you're down with it, stand up. Promise this all I know. All I know. Promise this all I know. It's all I know. You can find me over here.
And now I'm going to take this e.l.f. mascara, it's 3-in-1. I absolutely love this mascara because it has that pointy top. It's so easy for me to get my bottom lashes because I don't have any. So it really helps me out a lot. And not to mention the price. Like I said, it's in that budget. And it does the job. What else can you ask for? And as you can see here, I'm just taking that mascara and going over my bottom lashes. The ones that I don't have. And here is this old jumbo eyeliner pencil I had for years by L'Oreal. And I'm just going to go on my waterline and take it across. And now I'm going to use my e.l.f. cream eyeliner to create my wing. And I just apply a small amount across my lid. I don't use a heavy amount. I just build from there. You don't want to go in with a heavy amount because then you tend to mess up. And then you also see me holding my lid back. It kind of helps just get that cream eyeliner on smooth. And then you want to go and start from the middle when you're building to kind of give it that wing effect. You don't want to apply too much on the front of your eye. You just want to build kind of towards the middle to the end. And here is the hardest part, getting that wing right. So what I do is like to pick my head up and like to see where that top liner ends or begins and bring that line out. It kind of helps me to know where to start. And then I take the corner and connect it like I'm doing. And then I take that brush and go back in to make that part even and smooth and all connect. So now I'm going to put on my lashes. And the lashes I'm using is Andrea. I got it from Walgreens and it's number 33 black. I love these lashes. Oh, and the glue I'm using is white glue by Duo. Favorite glue ever. Only one I use. And so I'm just going to let that dry. And it usually dries on clear. If not, just go back in it with eyeliner. So So finally, brows. So I'm going to take this stiff flat brush and just kind of brush my eyebrow hairs to my liking. So now I'm going to use this cream gel eyeliner from e.l.f. I use it for my brows. I think it works just as good as a dip brow. It works for me. I don't know if it'll work for you. You can try it. But what I'm going to do is start in the middle and take it all the way to the top of my arch. I'm not going to trace my natural brow because it kind of leaves that thickness that I don't like. And then I kind of go to the front and connect it all together. And now I'm going to come to the top of my brow and then kind of trace that arch. And now I'm going to trace my arch and then kind of go in with the product. I try to take it easy on the front and probably use a little bit more towards my arch, but not so much towards the front of my brow. I like my brows a little bit thicker than my natural brow, so I go back in and just kind of go over the line that I created just to add a little thickness, but not too thick.
Is you down, is you rolling? I tell you I am. No, we can't get it started. If you down, put your cell phones up. Can't light up the party.
So now I'm going to take my concealer palette by Revlon and use a soft flat brush and kind of create my eyebrow highlight.
Nobody really playing around ya. If you're riding with us, if you're down with it, stand up. Promise this all I know.
And then I kind of take my finger and blend it out.
You can find me over here, find me over there. Jesus at the top, we like him up there, and we be about whatever he say.
So now I'm going to take my brow gel called Beguile by MAC and just brush my brow hairs so they can stay in place.
But it's about what I could do. I make you a believer, then a leader out of you. I hop up on the counter screaming.
It's a habit that I kind of lightly tap my brows so they could just like lay down, but you don't have to.
We gon' do this every day. Somebody better told you.
That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on my social media. It's okay, you can stalk me. Later.
Promise this all I know.